if this was called book about insects,
Mm-hmm.
and it says on this page, they have head, thorax, and abdomen. But if I think of the abdomen like adding,
Mm-hmm.
then it would be like I don't know.
Like you'll mix up the word?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, which
That's
one
why
are
I
you
like
reading
to read
now?
in my mind. Adam and Eve.
Okay. Why'd you choose to read the Bible tonight and not like a regular book?
Because I want to know more about the Bible. It's
Okay.
interesting.
It is interesting.
What does it mean by accept the fruit on the tree of the knowledge?
Knowledge?
Yeah.
The tree of knowledge.
What is that? Like if you
Knowledge is when you know a lot. You have a lot of
I was
knowledge.
about to say that, like, when you eat the fruit, you start to get smarter and smarter. Why is that a bad thing?
Well, because God is number one, right? So I'm going to explain it to you simple. God is number one above all. So when the serpent said, you'll be able to do the same thing that God does and think how he does and do what he does if you eat this fruit, right? And so who doesn't want to know everything? And who doesn't want to be, right? So that's what happened with that.
Of good and evil.
The tree of knowledge of good and evil. That means that the tree, it's the tree of knowledge, the tree of
Wait, if it makes you smarter, then how does it make you dumb?
Okay, I gotta.
Because look,
Okay,
it says knowledge. That makes you smarter. And then it says of good and evil. Eat that and you will die. But that makes no sense.
Okay. God gave them eternal life at the beginning, right? They're gonna live forever. I mean, there is no death. None.
Really? So if
whatsoever.
it's old,
But when they ate from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, then because they didn't know anything that was bad. When God created them, he created them perfectly so that they would everything was perfect. They would live in this garden that God made for them, and they would take care of these animals, and they would be there perfectly. And then when they ate from the fruit of from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, they started to know bad things and think bad thoughts and do all that. And at the beginning, they were naked. God made them with no clothes. I mean, who makes somebody with clothes? Nobody. But they didn't see each other like that. They just seen each other as two human beings.
Like, get a bunch of leaves and wrap them around your legs.
True. I mean, cavemen did it. Why not?
Cavemen, used to, cut up, leopards or skin of dinosaurs that died.
Right.
And, tie them up to make clothes. And wrap them around them.
That's true. How do we go from the Bible to cavemen? Okay. So basically, if they ate from the fruit of good and evil, then they sinned against God. So the penalty for sinning was death. It means you will live, but while you're here, you're going to suffer. When women have babies, it's going to hurt. And the men, you're going to work your tail feathers off like you never have before. I gave you everything. I gave you all of it.
Wait,
I gave you...
So if Adam and Eve didn't eat the fruit...
Then we would all live forever.
So when you gave birth to me, you wouldn't, it wouldn't hurt?
Yeah, it wouldn't have hurt. But now it does. So basically...
Sorry not to like Adam and Eve now.
Yeah, pretty much, huh? But, so basically, they disobeyed him. They ate it. And the penalty was death. or surely you will die. That doesn't mean that they're going to die right now in this moment, but it means that eventually, you see how we only live 80 to 90 to 100 years, right? And it seems like a lot, but forever is more than that. That means you're always going to be alive, and that was our gift.
2,550 years old, you're gonna be way too wrinkly.
And that was supposed to be, I'd rather be wrinkly and alive. But they messed that up for us.
Wait, you rather be...
Thanks a lot, Adam and Eve.
Wait, you rather be wrinkly than alive? You rather die?
No, I'd rather be wrinkly and alive.
You said... Is that like you said, you better be...
You're not like, how could you only be 6 and not be like intimidated by talking about death?
What? What does intimidate?
Intimidated means
Like scared?
that, yeah, like you're not scared to talk about those type of things, and I love that about you. You're a very smart kid. I love you, baby.
I love you too.
I love you too. From far away. You don't have to get up. You can keep reading. I was just being nosy.